Jeff and Jeremy in the Morning podcast brought to you commercial free by another podcast. You've subscribed to ours, now subscribe to theirs. It's the SLO County Real Estate Podcast with Hal Swayze. When you're done with this, go listen to something that will actually enrich your life. California DRE 01111911.
Now you have to call in the phone number, same that you text, 805-543-3693. Save that in your contacts. You don't have to remember it. Just write KZOZ. And that's how you can win. Now, the question is, what, 11%?
11% of people say they use these daily. Conversely, 11% of people say they use them about once a year. And then everybody else falls somewhere in the middle.
Was I close with the floss stick?
No, you're not close. 805-543-3693. But I will say, you do this in some way, shape, or form daily, but you probably don't use these. If I were to pin you as a user of these, I would say you would be more on the monthly end of the spectrum, which was like 25% of people said that they use them about once a month. 24% said weekly. 11% said about once a year, and another.
When's the last time you used one of these? Really having to think about it.
Well,
I have no idea.
It's something you do every day, so I'm trying to really think about. Actually, yesterday, I did yesterday. So there you go.
You think I would only use it once a month?
Yeah, I'd say once a month. Maybe like once a quarter. Actually.
Hi, you're on with Jeff and Jeremy. What's your name?
Daniel.
Hey, Daniel.
But I don't have that choice. I just have monthly, weekly, annually, or daily.
Jeff says 11% of people say they only use this once a day, once a week.
They use this daily. 11% of people use these daily.
You said it wasn't floss?
It's not floss, no.
Not floss.
Like writing a check? I don't know.
No, not writing a check.
Oh, that's a great guess.
That is a good guess.
Well, daily, yeah. I mean,
what do you'd have to be an accountant to be writing a check every day now.
We don't even have a checkbook. I had to go to the bank to get temporary checks.
I used my last check for the plumber the other day, and I was like, oh man, what? Now I've got to call the bank, and they're going to try. Like, the thing is, it used to be complimentary. If you had a checking account, you would get your checks, right? Because they're like, hey, thanks for keeping your money with us. Now they're like, oh yeah, it's going to be $30 to give you checks, and I'm like, why?
Yeah, my wife's like, we don't need a box of checks. Just go down and ask for like 5 temporary checks.
What's a temporary check?
It's your account, and they just give it to you, and then you just.
Oh, you serious? That's an option?
You can go down and do that. Our bank does it. It's U.S. Bank.
Okay.
I don't know if all banks are free.
Well, I'll use that as leverage with my credit union. I'll be like, well, U.S. Bank does it.
I've got one actually behind me here on the desk. Hi, you're on the air. What's your name?
My name is Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Hello, Brian.
Oh, Brian, by the way, Ben wants to know your take on the teacher who pees in the can. I'm glad you called in. This is the mayor of Napomo. Yeah, he says he would like to know your take. He says, I will take that case any day on behalf of the teacher. If they have a policy, that's what it is. Let's get Napomo Brian's spin on it. And he's the mayor of the case. He's the mayor of Napomo. This guy was caught peeing in a can. He's a teacher, and some of the students noticed that he was peeing in a can.
Yeah, I'm going to say he's gone, but I'd like to hear from the teacher union.
Funny enough, Randy Weingarten pees in a can too when she's in class.
Yeah.
Incredible aim.
That's a 55-gallon drum.
All right, Brian. 11% of people use this daily.
Well, I'm sticking with the theme this morning. I'm going to say plunger.
Yeah. Jeff had to use it yesterday.
No. And I didn't have to use the plunger. The pipe broke. It was just going underneath the house.
Well, when I was I was thrown off when you said Jeremy would only use it quarterly. I was like, oh,
yeah,
man,
this is probably no idea what this is.
Well, I don't know.
We're going to need a better clue.
I mean, that attention that he pays to all the supplements he does to get the solids so he can push the diamonds out. I mean, geez. I had no idea.
Listen,
he was
you
such
don't
a
want to cut
diamond
up your
smuggler.
colon on with a sharp diamond. You need a pound of cheese or something. What do you think, Brian? What gives you a good solid bowel movement? What thickens it up?
God, was Brian an expert on everything this morning? Jesus.
No, he's not an expert. It's just we all live a life. Sometimes we walk out of the bathroom like, God, what did I eat last night? Because I want to eat that every day. That was solid.
I'm gonna go with potatoes.
Okay.
Oh, potatoes.
Sounds
good starch. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
All right, see, Brian.
Sounds good to me. Protect your colon.
Yeah, check
Eat
it out
potatoes.
right here. Look at it. Looks like it came right out of the book. It's got your name.
Oh, you show it. Oh, wait. Why are you covering the account number? Like I'm going to really remember that.
I don't know what kind of cameras you got over there.
That's true.
Hi, you're on with Jeff and Jeremy.
That's true. Everything's being watched by the government right now. So that's fine.
I don't need everybody seeing.
11% of people say they use these daily, while conversely, another 11% say, they only use them about once a year. What's your name?
Q-tips.
Q-tips?
Mike.
Q-tips.
Mike.
There you go,
Q-tip Mike. No, sorry.
Oh.
We want to send somebody to see Warren Haynes at the Fremont on May the 9th. You get your tickets now at fremontslow.com. And one of you guys is going to win a grand prize upgrade, and this is all the swag that he uses for his guitar player package. So it's like everything he uses to play his guitar, you're going to get to use to play your guitar. And then some.
All right. Let's see here. Thanks for hanging on. Who's this?
This is Doug.
Hey,
All right,
Doug, what do you got?
How about a certain app on your phone?
That is incorrect.
Is he close?
No, he's not close at all.
All right. Listen, I'm done playing this game.
This is old
Give us a
school.
clue.
This is
us
old
a clue.
school.
Come on. We're fishing here. I mean, we don't know what we're fishing for. We
you
at least need to know if
are-
we're fishing for a bass, a trout. Come on. We got to know what lure to use.
You use this when you buy something.
Oh.
11% of people, when they buy them, say they use these daily.
All right. Hi. What is your name?
Hi.
This is Charlotte.
Hi, Charlotte. Did you catch what Jeff
Charlotte.
just said? When people use this
use
when they
something-
buy stuff.
I'm going to say cash.
That is incorrect.
No, I use cash all the time. But I know what it is.
But that is the
I'm pretty
closest.
sure I know
That
what it
is the closest answer. That is the closest.
Would you
answer.
say that if somebody is considered frugal, they would use this?
No, I don't know. I mean, not really.
Hi, you're on the air with Jeff and Jeremy. What do you think it is?
I think it's writing a check.
It's not writing a check.
We were just talking about that, though.
Not right.
Hi, you're on with Jeff and Jeremy. What do you think it is?
I think it's a coupon.
I think it is, too.
It is not a coupon.
Oh, no! Great guess, buddy. Sorry. Damn.
Okay.
I thought it was that, too.
Eleven percent of people say they use this daily.
Daily, my friend. Aaron.
Yeah.
Don't mean
For
to stutter.
transactions, I guess.
For transactions. Okay, so 11% of people use this daily when they buy stuff. 20%, 24%, whatever it was monthly. Jeff says I do it quarterly. We've got cash, we've got checks.
How about change?
Change.
I need you to be more specific.
What? Okay, more specific than just the word change.
A little bit different for different changes.
All right, let's.
How
11%.
about quarters?
Quarter is correct. Good job.
Oh.
Good job. See, you didn't pick it up when I said Jeremy uses it quarterly, or you did pick it up, baby. Yeah. That was the clue. That was the clue. So I was giving a clue. I just wasn't giving a good enough clue on that one. 9% say they use pennies daily.
Okay.
So, I mean, 10% of the population
Yeah, I was on
essentially doesn't want change
I was
eliminated.
on the fence between
between pennies and quarters.
Yeah.
I went with quarters, so I'm glad I did.
Yeah. Yeah, but more people, a little bit more people use quarters daily. I used to use them quite a bit when meters would take them, when parking meters would take them. But then the local jurisdictions got all greedy, and they're like, we should be charging way more for parking a car on a street that taxpayers already pay for. Let's double dip on that one, and let's just set it up through an app and get their credit card payments, and we'll just jack up those rates on those parking fees. So, I used to collect quarters all the time so I could feed the meter. Feed the meter. Pump it in the meter.
It's the only change I keep. Everything else I leave in the change thing at the convenience store or wherever I'm at. Because quarters you
vending
can still
machines.
use.
Yeah, vending machines. But here's the thing. Now the vending machine here at work, I want my kids to buy a vending machine. I'm going to bring it in. I'm going to go rogue. I'm going to undercut the vending machine people because now they have a credit card reader.
Yes.
And it charges you a fee.
Oh, everybody's charging a fee.
And
3%.
The price of the soda went from $1.25 to $3.
Okay, that is ridiculous. Let's make soda affordable again. 99 cents. All right, bud. Aaron, hold on the line.
Are you kidding me?
We got your Warren Hayes
$3?
tickets. Fremont Slow, May 9th. Get tickets, FremontSlow.com.
Jeff and Jeremy in the Morning podcast brought to you commercial free by another podcast. You've subscribed to ours, now subscribe to theirs. It's the SLO County Real Estate Podcast with Hal Swayze. When you're done with this, go listen to something that will actually enrich your life. California DRE 01111 911.